Kramer Schrader. TJ Watt is the league MVP. W Monday. Shout out to Trina.
Oh, man. TJ definitely came in and showed his impact. For a couple of things, man. First off, when you talk about him as a player, you can see the attention that he draws. The slide protections, the tight ends, the running backs, all eyes on him. Even Dalton, I think that was the Robarian who was talking about how, he never seemed like he was settled. Even though at times Dalton wasn't under duress because of TJ being out there, you could see him just playing faster because he felt as if he could not take his time and be confident and comfortable back there, because that's who TJ Watt has been historically. Like I said, he's going to get back to that level on a consistent play in and play out basis. But just him being out there, that did have that type of impact. And you can see it across the board in the sense of how it freed up a guy like Alex Highsmith, allowed him to really take advantage of some of the one-on-ones and some of the protections not always being slid towards him. So, yeah, man, TJ Watt definitely had a huge impact, man. But I also thought that yesterday really showed the depth that we had defensively too, man. Inside linebacker play. Because you talk about Kamara.
What the hell happened to Miles Jack? They said he was going to be good to go.
They said it, but he was dealing with the knee throughout the week. So we knew, was it Wednesday and Thursday? He
didn't practice.
DNP. So it was one of them things where it could have came up. It could not have. I think they made the decision a couple hours prior to the game from, from what I heard and stuff like that. It wasn't like Minka where they ruled him out on that Friday. But it really showed the depth when you have Robert Spillane and Devin Bush being able to go in there and still minimize Alvin Kamara, minimize Juwan Johnson for the majority of it. He had the couple catches on that 2-minute drive, but he really didn't take over this game either. And then when you're talking about the secondary depth, no Minka, but DeMonte Casey comes in and you can see his impact as well. So I thought the depth, and even Levi Wallace. No Will Jackson, no Akello. Levi standing up on the outside, making plays and stuff like that. Arthur Milet making plays down the field. Just across the board, I thought that the depth really stood out yesterday.
And it's funny, remember going back 3-4 weeks ago, everyone was shitting on the Steelers' depth. But that's what I was trying to say. The depth doesn't matter until it starts mattering because you have injuries. Whenever we're all healthy, I think our depth's amazing, and I thought that coming into the season. But whenever you're missing multiple dudes, like we did miss Minka not only this game but going back to the Bucs game, TJ Watt for 8 weeks, multiple cornerbacks going down. That's when you're just like, dude, we're just getting screwed here. This isn't about depth or anything, because if everyone's healthy, we can have a guy or two step in, like a Spillane and Devin Bush with Miles Jack going down. That's how important it is to have a dude like TJ Watt out there. And I was actually thinking this weekend. When Minka went down with the appendicitis and everything, prayers up to him. Hopefully he's all right. That's crazy.
Even though it was nuts, too, even after finally he has a surgery, you saw, I think it was Jerry Dulac says that he's going to be 4 to 7 days. I'm like, bro, I'm not seeing that.
I'm expecting 3 weeks.
Yeah, same here, man. Minimum. Hopefully he's one of them fast healers like a TJ Watt, but yeah, I don't see how this is a 1 week thing, man. I'm just trying to make that make sense to me. I'm like, I don't follow that, man. Yeah.
But it's funny, though. Going into this game, with us getting Casey back and TJ back, I was like, you know what? I think we could definitely weather this storm.
Yeah.
Because the Saints have Dalton, a limited quarterback, and their only 2 other weapons are Olave and then Kamara. I did like that tight. They've been getting that tight end some work over the last couple weeks.
No, he's a good player.
We saw what he did, but you get my point. Having Minka out, having Casey come back, I feel like TJ was going to be that defining factor in this game. And it showed. And I think it actually shows in the contracts and how we pay these positions. TJ Watt's getting paid $30 million. Minka Fitzpatrick's at the top of his market for a safety, but he's only getting paid $17, $18. Because it comes down to, if TJ can get there fast and Highsmith in this D-line, you don't need as much from the safety.
Absolutely.
And we saw, Casey played like Minka Fitzpatrick, actually. Aside from all that and the pressure we were getting with TJ and how the defensive line looked good, Casey just stood up. He stood out, in my opinion. He was probably the top star or two on the defense.
No, he definitely did. But a part of that is because of having TJ Watt back.
Yeah.
It makes the offense have to play faster. It makes the quarterback not be able to go from his first read to his third read. It makes, from a defensive standpoint, especially when you're in coverage, man, when you're playing behind an elite rush, coverage becomes a lot easier. It's never easy, but it becomes a lot easier. You're not necessarily worried about double moves. You're not necessarily worried about guys looking you off because he just doesn't have that time. And for Casey, I thought that he really leaned on that, and that's something that for him, because he hasn't had to play behind this defense when it hasn't had TJ, this is all he knows. And that is a beautiful part as well. And for him, I'm hoping that he never has to experience, this defense minus the TJ Watt, because the impact is night and day, so to speak, when we're talking about how fast Dalton was having to get rid of that ball, or how he just never looked like he could just be comfortable back there, compared to weeks when we haven't had TJ and we're like, bro, these quarterbacks back that thing with all type of time. The show today is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we understand below the waistline grooming is important. It's important to take care of your short and curlies and keep them looking nice and neat for yourself from a hygiene perspective and for entertainment perspectives as well. And the best way to do that is with the Lawnmower 4.0 or Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0 that does have that Lawnmower 4.0 with the tactical light that helps you out when you're in the shower. Got that light on. Sometimes a little dark in the area. It be like that sometimes, Deke. You know that. But you also got the 2-in-1 body wash. You got the shampoo, the conditioner, all of these other awesome products that Manscaped offers to you, just for you. You want them. You need them. They'll make you feel better, make you feel more confident as well. And because we have a promo code, we're even going to save you some money today, all right? So that promo code is MOATS. If you use that, you'll get your 20% off along with free shipping worldwide at manscaped.com. And now that I think about it, Deke, cuffing season is getting here, baby. You know what cuffing season is like, man. So please,
Gotta bring your A game.
Please bring your A game, all right? Manscaped can help you do that, but you don't want to be caught less than ready during cuffing season. So shout out to manscaped.com.